Greetings there, rocketing friends. Yeah, what you got here is the Pro Series 2 Optima. Yep, it's a wonderful thing. Took everything out here. Haven't taken apart this bag of goodies here, but pretty much what you'd expect. You got your motor mount, got your payload section, two main body tubes through the wall fins there. Nice that they included the big, this is the right kind of nylon shock cord now. I don't expect they included any Kevlar. And of course I will be doing my usual Kevlar wrapped around the motor mount here, just on the other side of this wood ring. And then I like to drill a hole through that wood ring, really tiny, run that Kevlar up to a swivel, somewhere up around here, and then this elastic onto that swivel and then out. That's the way I've been doing my recovery stuff. So very good. I watched a couple of build videos on this this weekend, which was pretty inspiring. I do want to get started on this right away. I think the one thing I might do a little differently than I do with my with most of my rockets is generally with this kind of tubing, I don't worry about the spirals. The phenolic tubing, not even sure that's still around anymore. You can really feel the spirals, and I used to tape them off on each side and then run some wood putty or wood filler in there and then sand them down because it was really worthwhile. But I do think I've got to have a better finish on this than I usually get. So I think I will take one builder's advice for what he did and primer these tubes a great deal and sand, and then primer again a bunch. So I get a nice clear surface where you can't hardly even see these babies. And then I want an almost glass surface. I don't want to spend too much time. I've seen so many rockets that folks spent so much time filling those spirals, getting a glass finish. It does make your decals go on real nice, but it takes so much more time and effort. And then if that thing crashes, like my sadly Citation Patriot did today, then you're starting all over. Yep. There you go. That was today. One good thing, maybe two, and then this horrible thing today all at once. I tested the command controller, which works great. My old Pro Series command controller. That's got to be from around 1997 or 98 when Estes had the North Coast rockets, right? But the clips kept shorting out on the blast plate. So I ended up switching to my old orange controller, which worked just fine. But that's the other thing. My DIY launch pad worked great. But what happened here is too big a parachute. One of my rants. When we were kids, we had 12-inch, 18-inch, 24-inch chutes, which was never right. I always needed a 16-inch chute, right? Or a 22. Same thing here. A 30-inch parachute might be too small. 24-inch is right out. If that's what this is, then that's a disgrace. It needs to be at least 30 inches, and maybe that's just right. Of course, if I could go back in time today, I would have put my only 30-inch parachute on this thing today, and I'm guessing I still would have been sad because it's a thin mill that I have, and this is a big, heavy rocket. So this thing really needs like a 32-inch parachute. But next launch, I will probably go with a 30-inch regular thickness type parachute. I just put together a new order from Bad Boy Rocketry for. Going to need a new tube section, obviously a coupler. I'll have to hit up sticker shock for vinyl decals unless BBR's got some. And we will rebuild it. We will get the old Bad Boy Citation Patriot back up there. And one day maybe I'll post this sad launch where that baby just came in there and lawn darted right in the desert. The parachute was about halfway out, actually. Surprised it took that much damage, but that desert floor is just brutal. You know, we started painting our Estes Phoenix. The Ultra Super Vega is ready to go now. I've got nose weight in it. It's got the spring-loaded pods. We could actually run that over to the park, perhaps, and launch that thing. So there's good news. You know, I was pretty bummed when I crashed that Patriot after all that work and just finishing those decals recently, right? But hey, this is what the hobby is. Sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to do repairs. That's the way it goes. But also happy to have this Optima. We're going to start on this right away here, I think. I'll get started on the fins. I'll use wood filler, Elmer's wood filler, and sand the fins. I'm going to spend more time on that and make sure that that's done really nicely. More time on the body tube so I get more of a smooth surface. I will use the locking retainer that it comes with. I like that. I'll be using Kevlar. What I like to do is take Kevlar, wrap it around the motor mount just in front of this ring, and then I drill a hole through that ring, run that Kevlar out to a swivel. Then on the swivel we'll have the nylon, and then the rest on the way out there. Should be wonderful. Yeah, looking forward to it. So we'll get started on this pretty quick. We picked up a few new subscribers, which I really appreciate. Probably won't have any launch videos now until next weekend. I gotta go out of town here Wednesday for a couple days. It's going to be a busy week, but next weekend is a Tripoli, Idaho launch, and I have a G40 for the big 4-inch diameter Archer ready to go. That's gonna be awesome. So again, I appreciate your support. Subscribers keep me motivated. So that's wonderful. Tell your friends, like and subscribe AC Model Rockets, and we'll catch you on the next one.